Alrighty then. Wedding time. How grand! Are these pigs getting married?
Thank you. May this feast set a spirited tone. Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned. And now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
True dat. I like Oswald here. He's a good fella. And when the time came, man, he really sacked up. Cassandra? What are you doing in this game? Damn, look at you. Gotta love the Danes and their wedding furs. Fingers are kind of janky, though.
I hereby name you man and wife. And as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You know you're a good king when even your crown can't contain your hair, though.
You've done it, Stuart. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Milwaukee to you, too.
Eivor! Care for a challenge? Eivor!
Oh, did you think I was beard freak out?
Gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brother. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness me, you drunken lout.
She stormed Rued's castle, brought Rued to his knees, and let Oswald hold him for trial. I could hardly believe my ears there.
Yes, that's it.
Thought this was supposed to be difficult.
As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Damn right.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
Alright. What else is there to do? Something over here. Way.
Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink. Your
Skål!
is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king.
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories.
And the new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long and good. Not
Invisible
bad,
mug.
Wolf-kissed. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
A fool's wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you?
Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia.
You need a new title, buddy.
And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
I accept.
Yes,
Plant
to
was
celebrate.
meat Sarah.
Skål! Drink more.
Swaying air. We hogastel.
Skull! Skull! Skull!
We're a bit green, friend.
Damn it. Staggering through my rhythm off. Crap. That was so close.
This ale is strong, brother.
But I am stronger. Better luck next time, Wolf-kissed. Now, you owe me some silver.
Fine, take it.
I was like a second or two away from victory. Ugh. Darn it.
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
Estes Freyr, what's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill
You're not getting any of this,
that I
pal.
could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they're aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
You were such an asshole when we met, and you think I'm gonna be into this? No.
Sheathe your plow sword, brother. I'm not interested.
You thought... No. No. I wasn't serious. Come on now. Drink and be merry.
Well ahead of you, friend.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me? I think he... You know I should go. Brother!
Awkward.
Behold, how light-footed I am. You're as light-footed as a bear in a birch tree. These are the moves of Elmenhar.
Eivor, Eivor!
Oh.
Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me!
I mean, you're right, Kai. I don't think the NPCs ever trip up, but I think they naturally drink a bit slower than I would if I didn't trip up. So it's based on whether I trip up or not. If I don't trip up, I win.
God wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look, the moon. It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skoll or Hati. Chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
you can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Bye. Have a nice nap.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny. You're
I don't know, I think-
strong.
I think screwing up on the
You're
drinking
very
game
hard.
3 times equaling a failure is fair. I would have had it if I had only, if I'd gotten 1 failure less, I would have had it. So 2 failures still being a win? I think that's okay.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me.
Of course the king will wait until I'm ready.
Friends, honored guests. We've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Like, one of the options was
Oswald,
just scowl.
You would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I have ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good king, Oswald!
To Oswald! Skull!
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 Everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom.
Yeah.
Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
What's up with this guy? Of course.
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald, king of sheep fuckers, show your eyes.
I think you have a good idea there, Toaster.
I challenge you.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
I accept.
No square, only sweat and blood.
He may be wounded, but do not let your guard down.
Let's settle this.
I will bury you, Saxon. I'll take all that is yours.
Where did he get that sword and shield from? There you go, bud. You've learned from your mistakes. Harry! Riposte! Stab him! Psyched out, yes!
Should a king show mercy to one so malevolent? So cruel? I'll not give you the satisfaction of a good death, for my god forbids such cruelty. Therefore you are outcast. From this moment on.
You have won. My life is yours.
Your life is God's. Now go! Leave my kingdom and never return!
I mean, you give him a chance.
Stand this Saxon religion.
You should have killed him the
Oswald is
second
cold.
time.
One side mercy, the other courage. There are few like him, I'll admit. Saxon or Dane.
Such a strange display. Courage and restraint like I've never seen. With all that's happened, with all the chaos Rued wrought, still, Oswald found reason to spare him.
It is a strange thing.
That's alright, I'll kill him for you.
A remarkable thing. From what inner
I hope.
spring does such kindness run? I'd like to know. With my duty here fulfilled, I now choose East Anglia. I fight for you, my king.
Rise, old friend. You're embarrassing me.
Be well, Finir. Your choice is a bold one. You continue
he had a
to
good nap.
surprise Oswald of Elmenholm.
Thank you, Eivor. When we first met, I made an oath. I promised you an alliance.
You did.
You'll have it, so long as I draw breath.
Till next time, King.
Nice. Go, now I can get this. Oh wait, does that not connect? Oh, it doesn't connect. I have to go around this way. Alright, one more level up. Alright, let's see. We've done all we can here, so time to head back home. And I need to do some editing to my boat. And upgrade some buildings. And buy some more iron. And pick up some more death contracts, maybe. I want to at least get to 10 of them. Because we got a quest for that. And we've done, I think, 3?
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Sound very happy about that. A decorative element, what are we going to put here? How about... an archery target. Where do I edit my boat stuff? Have I built that building yet?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Goodbye,
Hello,
Eivor.
goodbye. Hey, buddy.
Welcome, Bjorn. May you find a new
Bjorn.
home here among the Raven clan.
I hope to, and I will start now.
Goodbye. Talk. Actually, yeah, I will do this for now. So I want to get Dag off my crew. I think I can do that with this. Maybe. Yeah, I see you there, Dag.
Guess we can recruit more warriors. Now I can build the most vicious crew ever to sail the rivers of England.
Our warriors now have a place to rest and train.
A fine shelter it is. When word gets out, it should attract many Jomsvikingar to fight with us. Which reminds me, a few of your raiders are chomping at the bit in hope of becoming your second. You ought to pick one.
Bjorn. Can I not change who I'm looking at? Alright, fine. Look at that epic walk. This guy's ready for action.
While you were away, your Jomsvikingar helped to serve other Jarls. Here is the tribute they earned.
What? It was 5 seconds. How did they do that so fast?
I would like to reorganize the crew.
These are all just randos.
Found who you needed?
I want to change the people that go on my raids with me. So I don't want to have to look at Dag anymore. Oh well. What the hell are you doing?
Honor, glory, gold. Pick me, Eivor. We'll hunt them all. I will be patient. For honor and glory.
What's this? Bakery, huh? Yeah. Actually, I guess I might as well. I've got a bunch of stuff. Let us have a feast of bread!
Your bakery is done, Tarben, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you.
I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There is no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I never really understood why people say half dozen when they could just say 6. It's shorter.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Alright, where are we going?
Tarben, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folks say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
Who doesn't love some good bread, huh?
I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
I mean, what kind of job can you do that doesn't require your hands?
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You ask the wrong question. I can stop fighting. But to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Foot porn? You still need your hands to turn on the camera and upload the video.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
The guy was pissing himself. I think this guy's done some axe swinging after all.
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not.
I think this guy's trying to retire to a more peaceful life after earning a reputation as some sort of terrifying raider. That's sort of the impression I'm getting.
About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning. It gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Well, off into the water now.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Turbin. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
The baker's plaint. I wouldn't know what the hell a plaint is. What's a plaint?
Good day, Eivor.
Actually, I want to talk to this guy first.
Always nice to see a friendly face. So if you see any about, send them my way.
I like this kid's sass.
What do you have today?
He ain't got shit.
Have you got a contract for me?
My agents are not meant to undertake these tasks. But you are more perilous.
I am extremely perilous.
Sources say something. Just think of the reward while you work. Keep you motivated.
I must take my leave. So long.
So long. Farewell.
Alright, and what do you guys do? Fishing hut. I'll take it.
Thanks for the good work, Eivor. Got a real little fishery going here.
Are you the man in charge?
It's my grandfather, really. But he says the best way to learn responsibility is by working. Besides,
Truth.
Between you and me, I'm better at it. More of a people person, you know?
I do. It's good to have you. Both of you.
Alright, well... I think I've got anything else to do here, do I? Blacksmith-wise? Bow could use a little bit more, but I can do that on the, as I go. Speaking of which, let's do it. And there's the stuff is up there, okay. I haven't settled on a cloak yet, so I don't know if I want to increase this one or not. Melee damage at 9 is meh. Alright, and... You know what, let's do a bit of quiver. 2 more. Okay, anything going on at the Hidden Ones Bureau? I like how he's labeled his place with a sign.
Good day.
Not very subtle. No,
I have to
do
go.
here.
Then go in peace.
Okay, do we have anything else that it needs building? Got a few more materials.
Go, my eyes.
That. Make a brewery. Or... I don't know why that one's lit up. Have we not built their home yet? Or it's an upgrade? Oh, it's a tent. Okay, yeah. Or... Grain farm. Another house. I don't know who Maida is. Cattle farm. Cattle farm is probably a good idea. Photographer. Alright, so, okay, I'm gonna start with cattle farm over here somewhere. Is this the cattle farm or is this one of the homes?
Day, Eivor.
That's the cartographer. Alright, hang on, I'll come back. Is this the farm? No. I'll be building everything eventually, but I want to do the cattle farm first. Alright, there we go. I don't know why cattle farm gives me ranged damage bonus, but whatever. Now, the thing I have to wonder about, there's a few of these places that allow me to throw a feast and get a bonus. Do I have to choose which one I do, or do all of the ones I have give me the same bonus? Like, do I get the bakery bonus and the cattle farm bonus when I throw a feast? Or do I have to choose one? That's what I'm wondering about. I think the fishery might have given one too. Alright, let's see. How much do I have left? Oops. Wrong screen. 40. I'm not sure I can... I might be able to build something with that, but I'm not sure. How much does a cartographer cost? 60. Alright, I'll come back later. Oh, actually. Record development. There's a horse. Actually, wait, is this? I've already got one there. I don't need to change it. And I can put something here. Oh, look, a levitating pig. Mmm, float bacon. Delicious. Right here, I'm gonna put this. Yeah. That's historically accurate.
Eivor.
Here, we'll do Thor's goat.
A moment.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting? Oh, look at you. Tickler, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban? That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said.
I'll give them my battle bone.
Is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us
Ladies.
taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care
You
of yourself.
ought to ask around.
Thank you, Eivor.
Oh, look at you, Dewey.
I could trade that hat for 2 of your horses.
Hang on, I gotta check my mail.
Looks like I have a new letter.
Here and now.
Have patience, Rowan.
Really? What does that look like? Because it's in a box. How did you know? It's my Odin powers, that's how I knew.
Holger, surely you can apologize to Rowan. It cannot be so difficult.
Apologize for what? Putting that horse to better use than Rowan has ever done? All she does is stand in the shade collecting.
Rowan.
Ah, Eivor. How's the day, my friend?
I am well, Rowan.
Where did the other
I
guy
have
go?
only a small
There he
question.
is.
Do you know anyone named Guthban?
Guthban? Nothing comes to mind. Should I?
It is not a question of should.
Is it a horse?
No, it's,
A lover?
No, Rowan, it's no one.
You came here to ask me about no one.
Thank you for your time.
Apologize for what?
putting that horse to better use than Rowan has ever done? All she does is stand in the shade collecting flies.
You imbecile! She's collecting flies because she has no tail to shoo them away.
Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot is a pointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Technically, yes.
This matter
Kind of.
requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Sensitive judgment? Well, why are you asking me then?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see.
Blah, 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 blah.
Coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Speaking of letting go, buddy, you need to.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom, to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe
waited,
I understand
asshole.
your position. I believe I have
This guy
heard
seems
enough.
scummy.
If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly. You will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Slimy little weasel.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, it's so graceful in its creation. Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Alright, now maybe I can get that thing I wanted. And... down here. Okay. There we go. I'll double check quests. Yeah, we still got a report. Contracts, which I'm working on. I'll go back to Asgard at some point. And this Guff Band thing. Hey,
Eivor.
girl. How's it going?
Petra, you have a look that could quiet the thunder. Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine. Although well, it's not easy.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I really enjoyed the time we've spent together, Eivor. More than enjoyed. What I'm trying to say here is that I like you, Eivor. And I'd like to go further with you. I thought we might, be together.
Ah. This game doesn't have any polygamy? Boo.
Sorry, Petra, but I am already with someone.
I knew that. I was expecting that. What a fool I am.
It's all right. Everything is fine. If anything, I'm flattered.
Well, at least you know how I feel about you. If anything...
Yeah, if we break up, I'll come say hello.
Tarben, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthpen, Eivor. It means battle bone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here,
Bone
I
bread.
lived another life. A brutal, bloody life.
Yep.
I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me. And all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood. To abandon acts of violence. To never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't. Not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon me. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarben, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarben? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them, together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
I'm ready right now, sucker.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way.
Let's get our killing on.
Should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There is nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
Oh, I'll kill the hell out of those guys. You don't even know.
Before we're spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No, nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family, even. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation. Persuasion. Violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
Toby, what is she doing here?
Huh? That last comment was out of place.
So, what do they want from you now?
They'll want me back.
That view.
They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So, what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that...
Except from theirs.
Who knows what they have in mind?
I think we know how this is gonna go, don't we? Are we there yet?
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Let's get him. They're gonna threaten us, then we're gonna chop their face off.
Gotham, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane?
I hate this guy already.
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
We not done with you, boy.
He repaid you with blood and sweat, did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
I really hate this guy.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled
Hey, I've already got it. Awesome. Please,
Is this the sort of work you often did with Wilf?
please double cross me so I can kill you.
A quick robbery like this? That was the least of our work. We stole from the poor, killed the helpless, cheated the dim-witted. We were lower than slugs. I shudder to remember our best days, and I weep for our worst.
Let it go, then. Remember only what makes you a better man.
Oh, they have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful, put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it, then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
By the way, you robbed one of my people. Now I'm gonna kill you for it. Hold on. I'm gonna wreck your stuff. Ha! Take that. Alright. Go, buddy. There you are.
Tarbin, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Eivor. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthman. Hadn't heard it in years. Dredges up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered it. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men
Don't try to be
calm
what other
because
people
they
want you
have
to
never
be.
known a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. It is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you.
It's a good life lesson right there. Be who you want to be, not who everybody else wants you to be. You don't need their approval. Silly folks noises. Man, I took a much better route. That guy just meandered all over the place. They did it! Yay!
Ah, it's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarbin, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And yours nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.
Burn it! Cleanse with fire! What is this one? Just the brewery? Yeah, okay. Can't afford that yet. Oh, decorative element time. Let's do this. Yeah, I like it. Alright. Next we gotta go back talk to Randvi. Oh, we need a quick break first, so let's all go have a little pee-pee.